Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It is Thursday, and your girl is up in this office, and it is the first too. It is Thursday. It is the first, and yeah. I am. How? What am I doing? How am I feeling today? Let's do a check in. Hold on. What I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say. What I'm gonna say. What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to Currently Building Generational Wealth Lifestyle. I am one of your hosts, you one, the only, and the flyers on today. I am J.L. Bailey, and of course, God is the ultimate host. What's up, y'all? What today is? Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope that everybody's having an amazing day. This evening, baby. We all the way into the nighttime, okay? Nighttime is the right time for the ones that you love. Billing for the evening, and so I just wanted to come on here and just talk to y'all, like see how y'all doing and stuff like that. It is the top of the month. What are y'all goals for this month? Like, how did y'all do? And let's talk. Like, how did y'all do in the month of January? Like, it's January, like everybody's class. I seen somebody say on Facebook, like January is like everybody first month, like it's like I guess you testing it out or something like that. Like, I don't know. I can't remember how they put it, but they was just like, January is like, even though it's the first of the year, it's not their first of the year, in a sense. So I kind of got that, you know what I'm saying? But my January was okay. Like I reviewed my numbers this morning too. I will say that. I reviewed my numbers this morning, and it is so important to review your numbers, y'all. So this morning I reviewed my numbers on how much I made through my therapy practice, how much I made on TikTok, how much I made through my Shopify website, and how much I made on Squarespace. So I have 4 different streams of income, and so I kind of reviewed all of them this morning, and I was a tad bit surprised about how much money I made within my therapy practice, right? I made like, I didn't really see that many people, and that's why I was so surprised. Like this week, I did not see a lot of people or whatever, and so what I made, my numbers end up being like about a little bit over $6,000. So my therapy practice had bought in about $4,000, and the other avenues of money that I was getting ended up being like $2,000. So this is why it's so important, y'all, that you have to have like some type of products and stuff like that. So like for my other side hustles to bring in damn near half of what I made in my therapy practice, make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know like this month right here, my goal is to increase by $4,000. Like I want to make $10,000 this month or whatever. And I know that I can do it because, again, like I said, I did not see that many. I got to increase these clients, okay? Some kind of way. I got to increase these clients because I ain't see half of what I need to see, right? So, I'm just telling y'all real, okay? And I need to increase my revenue by $4,000 or whatever. So, and I think I had posted a plan about how I was going to increase my revenue by $4,000. I'm going to see more clients, like for real, see more clients, and when I say see more than, I mean I'm gonna see about 20 clients a week, between 15 to 20. I'm not even seeing that many right now or whatever. So seeing more clients, do more, not do more, but really promote my upcoming CEUs. What else I'm gonna do? My hoodie and my sweatshirts, do more of that. So create content on social media that is meaningful and that brings people back to my merch or my therapy services or like my YouTube channel in a sense, right? So because I don't do a call to action. I realize that I do not do a call to action when I sell stuff, right? I just get on social media, make a cutesy little video, but I don't do a call to action. So I need to start including calls to action to the stuff that I'm doing. And I need to make meaningful content too. You know what I'm saying? Content that, like, I would say this also, the amount of people that engaged in my content on social media increased too as well. So, and I think that that's important when we're trying to build a brand or when you're really trying to build your brand, because you really need community, right? I've been responding more to people on social media when it comes to their comments and stuff like that. Like, I've been responding more to that, trying to really and truly build community, because, like, again, my goal this year was really to build brand awareness. And so one of the ways of that is to build community. So, you know, I really been building community, responding to people, talking to people, taking people advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when it came to creating these healing, can y'all see? When it came to creating these healing sweatshirts, like, I really got a lot of people involved. Like, I asked for people feedback and stuff like that as well too. Like, which one, yeah, I think y'all saw it. Like, which design do you like and stuff like that. And all of that is important. I know some of y'all may not think that it's not, but it really and truly is when you're trying to build a community. Because, that doggone phone start playing. Because when you're trying to build community, you know, like, when you're trying to sell stuff, what I realize when I watch other brands and stuff like that, like, you can tell that they built their community. And, like, that's what I feel like I need to do. I need to build my community. And while I'm building my community, I need to increase, because it's like, girl, you ain't got time. Because in my mind, sometimes I be like, girl, you ain't got time to build community. What you talking about building community? We need money, you know? But it's like, build this community and see more clients, so that way, you know, like, you're not pressed for people. You're not pressed for money. Or do other things to increase your revenue. But yeah. So, like, right now I think I'm gonna start opening up to do one-on-one too. You know what I'm saying? One-on-one sessions with people. I think that I'm gonna start doing that. Cause I really like that. I realized the other day, building community is key. Absolutely. I realized the other day that I really enjoy teaching. And so, like, I really want to do that. I really want to teach in a sense. So that's why I'm like, I want to do one-on-ones. Because I feel like I get a chance to teach when I do one-on-ones. But yeah, I'm really building community right now. Like, that is real life, my goal, to be a community with people. And let's see how we can make all of this work. Let's see how to make this make sense, right? That's my goal. Like, let's see how to make this make sense. And you know what else I started doing? I stopped telling myself that, I stopped telling myself I'm not a salesman. I stopped saying that, because that put fear and that put doubt in my heart. Like, I don't have to be a salesman, but I am a community person. You know, so I stopped saying that, I'm not a salesperson, so I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do well. No, I'm going to start looking at more YouTube videos about the art of building community. I'm going to look up YouTube videos about how to funnel people into your business, how to build your community and then funnel them into your business. You know, how to do call to action, stuff like that. Like, that's, I would say I would go pay somebody, but I ain't got the money to pay nobody. So I got to YouTube it. That's the best that I know. I tell people all the time, when you want to work with somebody, you're paying somebody for their time. So you're paying for somebody for their time and their knowledge. But if you don't have the money, you got to go and find it. I wish I had the money. I ain't gonna hold you. Shit. Look, let me take your little class. Not your little class, but let me take your class so I ain't got to watch all these YouTube videos and stuff like that. I can just get it from one space. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want. But as I learned, I'll come and tell y'all. I had I need to call her, see if I need to check. Not call her. I was just thinking I need to check on one of my clients. So we did her last session. She's a tad bit, she was upset, and we ended up ending it early. So I need to check on her, make sure she's okay. That was yesterday. So right now I'm doing some billing, y'all, and this is for my part-time therapist. I need to also get her some clients too as well. Like, I really need to get her more clients, get her more get her more clients, get more opportunities for her too as well. Like, I really need to get into, I don't want to say grind mode, but it is grind mode, to tell you the truth. Like, I don't want to say grind mode because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just out here grinding. Nah, I want the Lord. I want to work hard, and I want the Lord to bless my hard work. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to make sure that I am every day doing what I'm supposed to be doing, working extremely hard at what I'm supposed to be doing, and then allowing God to do the rest. Like, I believe faith without works is dead. I wholeheartedly believe that. And that also, what that looks like for us is we have to work. I think that a lot of times people like to have this magical, mystical, like, God gonna do it, but you don't have to do no work. That's not biblical. Like, people have this, yeah, God can do that, okay? God can do it. He can, at a snap of a dime, he can change everything around. But I'm just like, look, what do you want me to do? What is my part? Let me do my part and you do your part. That's it. I just want to be responsible for doing my part. And my part is doing the work and also having the faith and believing. Like, I got the faith that God gonna do it, but you don't want to do no work. Like, nah. I'm gonna work. I'm gonna do that. That's my goal for the month. Do my work to the best of my ability every day. Okay, like, I don't, cause like, I was kind of getting like antsy this morning when I had wrote out the steps of what it was that I was gonna do, right? Like, this is what I'm gonna do. And so I was kind of getting antsy, like, yo, I was getting antsy, like, what if it doesn't yield the results? Like, what if it doesn't yield the extra $4,000 that you're hoping for? What if you actually go backwards and you don't even make the amount of money that you made in January? Like, what if it does all of it? And like, so then where? So I'm having all those irrational thoughts, and I calm myself and saying, I can't worry about that. Only thing that I can worry about is what I said that I was going to do. And that's what I'm going to focus on, and that's what I'm going to stand on. What I said that I was going to do, period. And I allow God to do the rest. And that's how you have to keep grounding yourself. And when it comes to entrepreneurship, like, you have to keep grounding yourself. And I've been watching a whole lot of videos. Like, I was like having some the other day. It was about finances. It was about my finances. I was like, oh my God, like, I'm struggling, boo. And so I got on Instagram, and this guy, he was saying that, he was like, because they was like, give a piece of advice. He was like, how much money, it was somebody interviewing somebody. And so the interviewer was like, how much money did you make? Have you seen the Social Podcast? I've seen some of his clips. I'm gonna watch some of his stuff because he be hard. But the interview was interviewing this guy, and he said, "What's the most amount of money you ever made in a year?" The guy asked him, "How old are you?" He was like, "I'm 43." And then he was like, "Well, what's the most money you ever made in a year?" He was like, $16.7 million. And so then he was like, "Wow." So then he was like, "Tell us about it." And so the guy told him that it was I think American Airlines had bankrupt, and the guy sold eyewear and hearing. I'm pretty sure y'all done seen it on social media. The guy sold hearing and eyewear or whatever. And so he talked about, how they had made it. And he said, one thing that I can recommend to people is keeping God in your life, in your business. He was like, because it only take one thing to switch things around. And like, soon as I'm having those thoughts of God, like, oh my God, like finances, I'm struggling, like I'm not trying to go back down. My finances last year is what really and truly took me into a depression last year, was because of my finances. And I'm gonna say this, like, also with entrepreneurship, and I'm going to do the series where I talk about finances and stuff like that too as well. Like, you have to know your numbers. You have to know your numbers. Me looking at my numbers this morning, that was, if I can be honest and transparent, that was like really like the first time that I really at the end of the month sat down and really looked at my numbers. Like, my finances controlled me last year, and I did not control my finances. Even though that is something that, it's crazy how you teach something in one season and then in the other season you don't do it. So like when I was doing my financial classes, which I'm going to bring them back, I always told people, you control your finances. Don't let your finances control you. And one of the ways you do not let your finances control you is by knowing what your finances are. And I got away from that. I got away from looking at my numbers. I got away from budgeting. Like, I got away from and I think that that's another reason why I'm struggling so much, is because I got away from the foundation of what it is that I knew. It's crazy, like how you run away from what you know to be true, what you know to be helping, when you are going through a season of struggle. Like, that is just crazy to me, why I did that instead of clean. And that just goes to show you, sometimes you don't trust God like you say that you do. Because when I was making enough money, I trust God. I do this, so I'm budgeting. I'm making sure I got all the money going different places. I'm doing good. But then when it came to a season of I'm not sure where the money is coming from, the simple basic skills that I knew and I learned, I didn't do them. So it's just like, now I gotta get back to that. So like, when I get back to my finance, and it's crazy, like I was like, God, how am I supposed to teach somebody about finances and I'm struggling? He was like, why not you? He was like, you would be the perfect example about how you had it all, and you didn't lose it, but you lost your way, and now you're rebuilding. And you will be a prime example to show people how you rebuild it, and how you are building it from a place of, I don't have it and I don't know where it's coming from. So, it's a lot. But yeah, thank you for your transparency. You're so welcome. Like, I feel like this is like when I started really and truly speaking more about my finances, because I felt like my finances had me in bondage all last year because I was ashamed. How the financial therapist how is she struggling? How is she gonna tell me what to do with money, and she's struggling? Like, that had me in so much bondage last year, and if I don't check it, it'll have me in bondage this year too as well. But I'm not. And I remember my therapist, and I remember my business coach at one time. My business coach, she's like super spiritual. She was like, I don't know what's going on, but she was like, I know something is wrong and you're not telling me what it is. But she was like, Danielle, she was like, you're going to have to be transparent with everything in order for God to elevate you to the next thing. And so back in October, the Most High is a redeemer. He absolutely is. And so back in October, when I just got tired of really being depressed about my finances, I just really surrendered and was just like, God, at this point, I don't know how you gonna do it. Don't even care at this point. Don't know. Don't know how. Don't even care. But if you said you gonna do it, I need you to do it. Like I really give up, and like I'm really on a faith walk, and I really am trusting God right now. Like, yeah, this is the most vulnerable I've never been. The most vulnerable I've ever been. He is absolutely a redeemer. He most definitely is. I need to go find this paper really quick for something. Let me see. Have you seen Myron Golden? I love his work, and he does it from a biblical standpoint. Really? I'm going to have to check him out. I have not seen that person, but I am going to check him out, though. No, that's not it. Let me see. Go all the way to the back of the office because I gotta go all the way to the back end in the junk room because I'm looking for something. For some paperwork. Hold on, y'all. Okay. It should be in here. All right. Let me see. And I will restore you to the years that the locusts have eaten, the cankworm, the caterpillar, and the palmworm made great army, which I sent among you. Amen. You better quote the scripture. You better quote that scripture. That's exactly what it is. Exactly. And I feel like God had to take me. I feel like he had to take me through this. And the crazy part about this is, I feel like honestly, I had got a pre-warning about what I was going to go through because of when I was helping one of my clients a while back. And like, I remember one day I was up here and I was like, God, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that, what she going through. And God was just like, yeah, okay, you on your way. You on your way. You on your way. And just like I kept her, and just like I sustained her, I'm going to do the same thing for you. But, yep. I showed up, I was like, ooh, God, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to go through that. That's too hard. That's difficult right there. He was like, yeah, yep, you on your way, daughter. You on your way too. And sure, as words of my grandma, sure as shit stank. I sure was on my way. Right through it. Right through it. But God is yet still a keeper. I still say that. Because he has kept me a mighty long way. And he still continues to keep me. He will definitely, yep, he sure did. He sure did. I remember saying that. I was like, yo, I don't want to go through that. He was like, okay. Same thing you told her, you're going to be telling yourself. Yeah. Same thing, yo. But it's all good though. Well, at least I think it is. Well, I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We're gonna be working our way out of it. And then, you know, it's crazy how, you know, you get even though I'm in the helping, you know, like I'm in the chair or whatever, like I'm helping people, but like my clients be helping me too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my clients, he was just like, I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see where I'm gonna be at in the next 2 to 3 years, Miss Danielle. I'm telling you, I can't wait. He was like, he was like, I'm gonna be such a good man, blah blah this. He's like, I'm gonna be at the top of my. I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I just gotta go through this right now. He said, I got to learn from it, but I'm getting better. I mean, just go. I was like, go off. I wanted to say, go off, King. Go off, King. That's that King talk. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't say all of that. But I really wanted to say, that's that King talk, bro. Like, I was just so pumped and excited. You know what I'm saying? Just to hear him speak like that, he was like, I'm gonna be a better father, I'm gonna be a better husband, I was like, he's like, I'm gonna be a better man. I was like, come on, bro. You know, and I ain't gonna lie, he had me amped up for my own journey. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm fired up. That's all I can say. I was like, I'm fired up, bro. But like, yo, that's how I'm welcoming this season. Like, I can't wait to see like what all it does. How do you keep from getting compassion fatigue? Ooh, I would say I really start dealing with my clientele. I really start like, what can I say? I really started dealing with my ideal clients that I really love and love to work with and enjoy. And when I deal with them, like I know when I deal with that specific type of person, I know that greater is coming. Like I know that they're going to work that because I've seen it time and time again. So I don't necessarily get burnt out or experience compassion fatigue. It's just when I'm not dealing with my ideal client. When I'm not dealing with my ideal client, burnout, everything starts to happen. Like it just, I'll be like, And so I realized that. So I stopped accepting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I only really accept those who I enjoy working with, like who I know. Okay, you in this season right here, give it a couple of weeks, we're gonna be in a different season. You know what I'm saying? Or I say this right here, and that'll help you see things in a different light, and it'll get better. So, it's so important to working with your ideal client. Look, no problem. Thank you for listening. You know, like while I'm over here trying to get this, you have helped me with this billing right here. A client had got some new insurance, and she didn't tell us. And so I was wondering, like, why the heck her stuff was being denied. And lo and behold, because she had got new insurance, so I'm doing a lot of back billing for her. That's what I'm doing right now, like a lot of back billing, and it's a lot of months too. This from a part-time person, so we had to go back months. So that's what it kind of take. I want you. Do y'all know that you can build up to a year of claims? So like today is February the 1st. You can build back to, I feel like February the 1st of 2023. Just in case y'all didn't know that. I'm not saying that's what I'm doing today, but I'm just saying. Look, let me put that disclaimer out there. I'm not saying that that's what I'm doing today, but I am saying that you can build all the way back. You could build up to a year with most insurance companies. So, now you can go a whole year. You can do a whole year. And I've known people that did a whole year, you know? Yeah. So I've known people that did like a whole year. This doctor's office that I was working at, one of the doctors, he did not do notes for like almost a year. He didn't do notes. When they finally told him he had to sit down and do notes, um, they lost a lot of money because when he didn't chart, they didn't bill. So that's how I really found out about it. And so they were just like, look, we tired of losing all of this money. You got to sit down. And so they went back. All they could recoup was a year. Mm-hmm. Yep. He waited. He had years. It just wasn't 1 year. It was years. He had years. They lost all of the money. Yeah, that is. But they end up getting some of their money back. They end up getting some of it back. Yes, post more. Please do. Please do. And post until you figure out what it is that works for you. Like today, I posted. What did I post on? I post some of everything because I'm trying to figure out what really works for me. On social media posts. So today I was just up in here. I sing. I've been I don't sing well. You know what I'm saying? I don't sing well, but I sung a song today because it was just like I was just happy, like you know what I'm saying, like really experiencing like the joy of the Lord, and so what I did, I bust out singing and I posted it on social media, you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, sometimes it is like I would say, don't worry about client engagement, like social media engagement and stuff like that. I would say don't worry about that. Just post, you know, and something about it. As long as you're consistent, that's the game. That's the name of the game. Being consistent. And what else? I post in my stories, and I've been seeing people watch it. I've been posting anointing myself. Like I would get up in the morning and like before I get ready to head out the door, I will anoint myself with oil, and then I will start my prayer, and I'll post that in my story. And like the prayer would start. I wouldn't like because you only get 60 seconds, right? So I would start the prayer, but I would end up finishing the prayer off camera. And so I would realize people have been watching it, you know? Um, People have been watching it. And so I've been consistent with that, with anointing myself on my stories. And people have been watching it. And, people have been saying amen and stuff. So you never know what will connect. So, so my faith is big. in my season. So yeah. Line number 2, what the total charge is. Invalid. What's invalid about it? Bro, seriously? Let me see. 1, 2. I bet you I'm putting the wrong one out. Mine now. I wonder if this is a final number. I feel like it is. All right, there it is. We got it. Ta-da! We did that. That was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. Y'all, I was on the news today too as well. I want to say that. I was on the news today. Um, so I went and I talked about some of the things that we have going on over here. And so, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. Yes. So my goal is I gotta get some billing done. So I want to see if they got me. Let me check Louisiana Medicaid and let me see if they, man, y'all, why Medicaid sent me a check for $5.51 the other day. $5.51. I said, this some bullcrap right here. Yes, most definitely is. 314. Come on, come on. I don't know what my Medicaid like. Big time bugging. Big time freaking bugging, bro. Like, I was like, how? What? Are you really? Like, for real, for real. And then now, you know what I did? I reset this damn thing. That's why I was doing that. We reset it. Now I got to find the doggone Medicaid number. What I got? Okay, so it come up for this, but why not the provider ID? 314. Damn, I have to find the ID. They spend more money than the chick. See, right? They did more money. So now I got to find. Shit, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. If I can't find the Medicaid number, we always need so many freaking numbers, man. Like so many numbers for so many things. I just wanna praise you forever and ever and ever for all you've done for me. Damn, the Medicaid number was supposed to go on there. I'm gonna have to call for my Medicaid number again. Well, I'm not gonna be able to look that up tonight to see if she was enrolled. And Medicaid has been sending me through the freaking ringer anyway, y'all. Like, we're trying to get my other therapist credential with them. Like, they have been sending me through the ringer about, oh, we need this or oh, we need that. I'm like, we done did that. Shit. Everything that they're asking me for, like, I filled out the same paperwork so many times. It's exhausting. It's exhausting, man. So I was trying to see if they had got her information and they had uploaded it into the insurance plan and stay doing what they do. And they always trying to figure out a way not to pay you too. Always trying to figure out a way not to pay you. So like that's another reason why, like for me, I don't want to accept insurance for EHR system to use. I use Theranos. They cool, but I do a lot of them. I really use Theranos in all honesty for note keeping because they like they don't build they don't build Blue Cross Blue Shield. Like you can't select Blue Cross Blue Shield in there. So I still have to go to Blue Cross Blue Shield website and bill. And a lot of my clients are with Blue. If they not with Medicaid, they with Blue Cross. So I still be having to do it manually myself. And I'm getting better this year too as well. So like I got a system, like last year, this is why I say it's so important for y'all to look at your numbers. Last year, I wouldn't keep track of all the money that was coming in. This is a lot of work. It is a lot of work to be a business owner. I ain't gonna lie. Therapy is easy. Therapy is easy. It's being a business owner and a therapist. So last year I did not do a good job at keeping track of. Well, I've never really did a good job at this, keeping track of when the money come in. Like they would send, like insurance companies will send you EOBs. That's an explanation of benefit. Well, not just EOBs. EOBs or sometimes they call it ERA, electronic remittance advice. ERA. So ERA is the electronic remittance advice, and that's telling you, that's what an insurance company telling you who they paid, like which client did they pay and how much they paid. So when they send that to you, you're supposed to look at it and double check with your records, right? Fact check. Make sure all your clients that you bill for got paid. I didn't do good. I didn't do a good job at that. Not this year. So I done develop a system. So when the ERA come in, because they'll mail it, and that's the thing. Like I'm just like, some people will mail it. Some people you got to go on their website to see. Like it just doesn't. You have to go several different places to get it. And so, like you said, that's a lot of work. And so I didn't want to do that. And you can't do that. You can't do that, daughter, and try to run a practice. So you need to go when you get paid, and then especially if they do direct deposit, like you're not worried about it. You seeing, okay, this is about how much I should have got. And you be like, okay, I'm good. And you go on about your day. That's what I was doing. Okay. Only time I really last year, the only time I would really go and investigate what happened to my money is if I get a $5.51 check like I did for Medicaid. That's when I'm going to investigate and where my money at, because this is not what I'm supposed to be getting. So you can't do that though as a business owner. Like you really have to get that paperwork. You really have to sit out time and get that paperwork and go through and make sure people have been paid, that you've been paid your correct amount, knowing how much you're supposed to be paid and stuff like that. So that's what, I've been doing this month or whatever. Like I started it towards the end of December, but I really got onto it this month or whatever, making sure. And so like, even though it's February, some of my clients I still haven't been paid for yet for January. So I'm gonna go probably about like the middle of February. I'm gonna go start investigating like what my money at, y'all. After I made sure I done billed everybody too. So, and I've been billing weekly too. So that has also been helping me too as well, to make sure I bill weekly. So yeah, it's good, like right good. I be feeling proud of myself. I be like, all right, good. You doing your thing. So that's why you see me now, in here late like this, because I haven't done billing. When the last day I billed? I billed last Thursday probably. Yeah, I billed last Thursday, so I didn't bill none of my Friday or none of this week's clients. So it's like I told myself today, you got to bill. And so that's what I'm doing now. Billing for the people. So that way I don't have no problems and money be gotten, okay? And then I got some new clients too as well this week. So I want to make sure that with these new clients that they insurance go through and they don't have a deductible. I got one client and I pray to God he don't have a deductible, because I've seen him 3 times. And truth be told, sometimes if you're a new client and I think that you have a deductible, like I would schedule you out, like instead of 1 week, I would schedule them out like 2 weeks, so that I can get back the remittance advice and I can really see what they're gonna pay and what they're not gonna pay. So that's another reason too why you kind of need to be build up on your billing, so that way you don't have a client that has a big ass bill or whatever, because they have, for whatever reason. Because, and you know what, also, I'm going to cash on in March. I can't wait. Baby, I really wish, I ain't gonna hold you, I really wish I could. I swear to God, like the old folks say, I swear to God, I wish I could go to cash pay only. But my little town, we not gonna, they can't handle that. You know, and then if we was to do cash pay only, I wouldn't be able to charge the full 125, you know? Even some of my good clients who I know that got good jobs, they wouldn't be able to afford it either. So, but I am excited for you though. My goal and my prayer is for God to bless me with some type of contract that allows other people to pay for services. Like that's what I'm praying for. I want somebody else to pay, and I want them to pay cash for my client services. How that's gonna happen, I don't know. But that is the goal. I don't want to deal with insurance companies no more. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with insurance companies no more. But I also want to see clients. So that really looks like me, somebody else paying for it. And I know that may sound crazy, but I believe somebody else can do it. Find the right grant or something. Where I can still get the money some kind of way. Or either I can, like, I want to try more, this year I want to try more classes and stuff like that. I'm going to do a, one of my goals is to, which I probably do it, I said that I was going to try to do it on the 24th. I want to offer a budget workshop. And I'm going to try to offer it for like $25. Do y'all think that that's a fair price? Yeah, his stuff should be in here. So yeah, I want to do a budget workshop for like $25. And so with the budget workshop, and if you pay an extra $10, y'all know how y'all got, yeah, that's a fair price, thank you. You know how y'all got, like, you know how y'all got the little budget binders that you've been seeing on TikTok and stuff like that. The class itself is gonna be $25, and if you pay an extra $10, you can get a budget binder too. So in essence, you're only paying $35. So that's what I want to do this year. I charge more than that per session, but I also live in a place where people can pay, and my lost salary is being offset with nonprofit agency consultation. See, sister, that's what that right there. That is the goal, man. That is the goal. Like, that is the goal, to get offset paying for other stuff. Like I live in Alexandria, like Alexandria, Louisiana. Okay, that we are very rural. The median income is about, I want to say it's in the 20s. But I'm not stifling my prices just for the area. Like, with their budget workshop being $35, I want to try to bring people in to the actual practice, right? So I kind of want, and then I only plan on doing it for like an hour or 2 hours, maybe an hour. I'm thinking just an hour, to you true. So just to bring them into the practice to see or whatever. And I really want to start to establish. I'm really hoping in my mind with this workshop, because you know, in my mind I'm a researcher. In all essence, in my mind I'm a researcher, and so yes, it's a lead magnet, and also it's a way for me to get research so that I can create a program and then shop it around. Like I'm always thinking about, because I can actually say that I tried this program with people and it worked. So when I go to DCFS and I pitch the idea to them, I got real life solutions. I got, like, in my in my mind, that's where it goes. But I need to get the people in, and I need to be able to make it be I need to hone my craft. Let me say that. I need to hone my craft. And if I want to have people like DCFS as clients, I need to make sure that I get DCFS clientele. And DCFS clientele, not necessarily working with them because right now I don't accept any Medicaid clients right now. I'm only accepting commercial insurance and private pay. My Medicaid has been, because they burned me so much, my Medicaid has been maxed. And even with my Medicaid clients, they're still not DCFS clientele. Because y'all know that there's a big difference with DCFS clientele. Like my clientele, people seek help. That's the big difference. DCFS clientele, a lot of them are being forced to go and get help by mandated court orders and stuff like that. So a lot of them are being forced. So I want to be able to, because I've worked with DCFS before. I've been a DCFS worker, but I haven't worked with their clientele in a therapeutic setting. So I want to be able to draw all people in, but then them people who want help too. So like just really and truly like trying to get a diverse clientele to hone my craft and to be able to help a lot of people at one time too. I'm just still trying to build community. But that's a good idea. Like I'm claiming this year to get contracts to offset my salary too, to offset my practice period. Like I'm praying for that. I'm praying for lucrative contracts. Okay, DCFS, one of them, they got the money. Who else? I want to do trainings and stuff like that too as well. I really want to do some trainings. I really want somebody to pay me. This is what I really want. This would be ideal for me. I want somebody to pay me about $100,000 a year. $100,000 a year. And I give them anywhere between 10 to 20 hours a week. That is the perfect contract for me, okay? I give y'all between 10 to 20 hours, really 10 to 15 hours a week, and y'all pay me six figures. Like, I know people may be like, Danielle, that is a outrageous contract. It really isn't. If you are doing training work or you're consulting with people, we got to get out the mind frame of like people hours for work, like $35 an hour, $45 an hour. No, really put a monetary value upon your knowledge and your expertise. So 10 to 15 hours a week could be a lot, especially when you're doing consulting and when you're just doing training. Like, what training do y'all need? I train, boom, 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 boom. Make sure y'all in compliance with the people that y'all need to be in compliance with. And that way, if I'm only putting 10 to 15 hours, I can still do my practice. I can still do what it is that I desire, Oh, and y'all, I applied to be on the board too, on the board of social workers. I don't know if I'll get it, but I applied to be on the Louisiana State Board of Social Worker Examiners. They have an LCSW position that became available yesterday. And at first I was not going to apply for it because I felt like Well, I'm not gonna say I wanted to apply for it, but then when I really looked into the Board of Examiners and what they stand for, and their big mission was to protect the people, I was like, but my mission is to empower the social workers. Like, that's what I really, really want to do. So I was having doubts yesterday morning about whether or not I wanted to apply. And I was just like, so I had put that on my Instagram story. And so like I was like, I don't know, y'all. Like, I don't know if I should apply. And so like a few people, especially my social work intern, not my social work intern, my LMSW that I supervise, she was one of the ones that told me I should apply. She was like, you still need to apply. And she was like, because that could open up to other areas. She was like, I understand that you want to empower the social worker and stuff like that. But she was like, public safety and public health and making sure that social workers know what they're doing. That is still a big part of helping social workers. And I was like, yeah. So I ended up applying. And like I'm kind of excited though, tell you the truth. I really want to get it now. At first I was like, I don't know. But now I'm like, I really hope that I do get it. I want to see where this could like actually go. Like I really am interested in how the board of social workers in this area work. How can I add my spice to it and stuff. So yeah, so I'm excited to see where it goes. Like I said, hopefully I get it. Hopefully I just get a chance to get to interview too. Like I want to get it, but I really also want to interview. I want to ask the people, what y'all do? like, like really, what y'all do and stuff like that. So we shall see. And thanks to Chat GPT that helped me write that letter, okay? Helped me write that letter in the wee hours of the morning. And I just want to get out of my comfort zone too as a person. Like I can be in my own little world over here and I want to get out of it. I want to get out of it and see what the world has to offer. And work with other like-minded social workers and stuff like that. I want to be able to work closely with them. Cause y'all, private practice is so freaking lonely. So just being able to work with other social workers that are getting me out of the office, I'm excited about that for sure. Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask? I pray it works out for you. Thank you. I pray that it does too. And I'm just so excited that I am not so far behind on billing either. Like that's a testament to me months behind on billing. Like it used to be bad, man. Let's see it. You put systems in play and now you see that it's working out for your billing process. Absolutely. It is most definitely working out. I can honestly say that. I can honestly say it is, that works. That works. Crazy, right? Crazy how if you just do things, take a little extra time to do something and not be so lazy. How we not be so lazy? And we get, have you read I actually have. I read Atomic Habits when I did 75 Hard. And I want to do 75 Hard again. Have y'all heard of 75 Hard? The 75 Hard challenge? I want to do that again. I did it back in, I feel like I did it in 21. And I must say it was freaking amazing. Now that I look back on it, when I first did 75 Hard, I was like, oh my God, this is horrible. But when I look back on it, it gave me so much, like, oh, I loved it. What was that? Who's this? I loved it. Do you know that procrastination is a copying strategy? No, coping strategy. Oh yeah, no, I didn't know that. Coping strategy. Hmm, I did not know that. It must be a negative one. What's the 75 hearts? I'm gonna have to read the 75 hearts. What's that? I've never heard of that one. I haven't heard that one. But I started 75 hard again. When? Last year? Yeah, last year I had started 75 hard again. And I got to day 30. But it was messing with my cycle. And I don't know what happened. I had a really, really bad cycle that month. And I just couldn't. I couldn't work out. Where the ambulance going? I couldn't work out like I wanted to because like I felt like I was gonna pass out and everything. Oh no, 75 points. No, it's 75 hard. No, just like nah. So nah, it's 75 hard. But there is a book though. You sound like me, like I'm just cooking. Look at me, I'm just over here working. That's it. No, it's 25. Ooh, girl, that's it. 125, 2024. Look, I'm doing so good. Come on, girl. 43, 1. No, not G. This L43. L43. What we got? 2024. Have y'all tried working with what is it? With who I want to say EAP companies? I've been getting a slew. Ooh, yeah, I've been getting a slew of calls from potential EAP clients, and for marriage counseling. No sirs, no ma'ams. I do marriage counseling, but not for EAP companies. They want family counseling too. I got like just yesterday. I think in one day I got 3 referrals for marriage counseling through EAP. I'm not doing it. And one of the reason why I'm not doing it is because they pay you $80 for marriage counseling. They pay you $80 for family counseling. No sir, no ma'am. I can't. I can't and will not. Somebody called me yesterday. They was like, "Well, my EAP company told me that you will do it." What did he say? He was like, "Hey, I was calling to see if you do marriage counseling." I said, "I absolutely do." And I said, "What type of insurance do you have?" Because most insurance companies do not pay for it. And he was like, "Well, I was calling because my EAP company told me to call you, and they said that you provide it." I was like, "Oh, I don't provide." I said, "I do marriage counseling, but I do not provide it for EAP clients." I say only individual. And so he wasn't getting it. He was like, "Huh?" I was like, "I only provide what is this? Invalid diagnosis." Um I was like, "I only provide individual set. I only do individual. I do not do marriage counseling." I said, "But if you," he said, "But if I pay out my pocket," I said, "Yeah, if you pay out your pocket, I can." I said, "But I won't do it. I won't accept your EAP as a payer." I said, "Because I'm not credentialed with them for that." And so he was like, "Okay, okay, I get it." He was like, "Well, why did they tell you?" Um, I was like, he was like, "Well, why did they?" I said, "I don't know why they told you, but I don't know why they did that, but I'm not, no sir, no sir. $80?" And I remember trying to negotiate with them for them to pay more. I'm not doing that. Take me off the list immediately. Do not pass go. Take me off the list. Cause we is not doing it for no $80. But I will accept y'all individual counseling all day. But not your other one. We can't do that. We can't do it in our one. That's just 2 people. Sometimes 4. I seen a referral come through today. A 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a mom and a daddy for $80. Y'all crazy. 4 people? No, ma'am. You gonna let me charge $80 for all of them? Individually, I can charge $80 per person. I may be able to do that. But you just saying one session, you's a fool. Think I'm gonna do that? So be careful when you're signing these EAP contracts. And be careful before you accept them. Who there was? Lions. They just got into the state of Louisiana, right? Lions EAP. They just got into the state of Louisiana, and so they received a contract with DCFS, to Department of Children and Family Services. They received a contract with them to provide EAP services to their employees, right? And so I signed up because the man called me. He was like, "Hey, we got this contract with DCFS. We'll pay you $80." And I was like, he's like, for EAP benefits. I was like, cool. And so then when he said $80, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Individual, in my mind, individual. I never did decide to negotiate. I never did say, what about family or relationships? I never did do that because I forgot. And so they have this bad habit of just sending you referrals. They don't call and ask you, do you want to accept it? They were just sending me referrals through fax. So when I finally check my facts because I don't have a fax machine. I get fax, you know, but it's electronic. And so when I finally checked it and I read over it, it was a family. I said, oh no, I don't do this. So I called them back. They was like, yeah, we sent you over a family. We sent you over a family. I said, what is the rate for families? Oh, they was like, oh, it's the same as your individual. You mean tell me $80 for a family? No, sir, I can't accept this. They was like, well, and then I was like, can I negotiate it? They was like, yeah, you can negotiate it, but you will not get the increase for this family. Like they wouldn't go back and backdate it. I said, so you mean tell me I got to accept this family at $80 before I negotiate? And they was like, yep. I said, no ma'am, no sir. I said, you can put me down for individuals. Don't put me down for family. Don't put me down for because he was like, you know, and he was like, they probably won't even give you an increase for marriage or family counseling either. I say, well, you know what? Put me down for individual only immediately, and I declined this case. And so he was like, all right. Immediately changed my status because your girl is only doing individual. She is not doing. So when families come through, I just pass them right on up. Because some of them you can choose. Oh, she was born right before me. What day was this? The 30th? Alright, y'all. We is making our way downtown, walking fast, moving bound. I miss you. And y'all, I am going to release, I got to edit the video now about that's another thing that I wanted to do today. I didn't have time to do it. About, you know, private practice and finances and stuff like that. I'm gonna start this series. I wanted to release it today so that I can release it on Thursdays, but I probably have to just release it next Thursday. That was my jam back in the day. But yeah, making sure the whole private practice finances and making sure you understand what your finances are. And y'all know, you know what? I want to say this. I realized today that when you see a lot of, and I'm not saying all of them, I'm saying some, not all of them. When you see a lot of like other therapists and social media people who you follow, when you start seeing them talking about how they got big speaking engagement contracts, how they got these big old contracts with the schools, and you know, all of this and this and that, and you like, dang, how did they do that? How did they, you know, blah, 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 and you feeling down about your own self because you haven't been able to cross over into that lane. You know what I realized? What is their background in? Today I heard somebody talk about that, and they mentioned that they used to work for that, whatever, where the contract was coming from. They used to work for the people. So I was like, they got an inside knowledge of how to get that. Like, it just clicked to me. Like when these people start saying they have these big old speaking engagement contracts, but you trying to tap into the school. Like understand what their background comes from, because if they have backgrounds in schools and all of that, like they already have a working knowledge where you don't have a where you don't have the knowledge, where you don't know how to do any of that. You trying to stumble and you trying to figure it out. And you're right. Like, so they had a plug. Yeah, they had a plug. They knew the plug. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like they had a step up above you. And I don't want you to be like, dang, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. And it's like, well, of course you don't. But they had a plug. Like they used to work in this field. You know. So that's what I'm kind of saying. Don't beat yourself up because you don't know and you trying to figure it out. Because you never know who people know, what their background is and all that. You never know. Yep. Then I get on social media with the cow. Yep, absolutely. They get on social media with the cap, you know. So right. And you just like, oh my God, like I just don't know, I don't know. And it's just like, yo, they had a when I first had left my job, me and this girl, we were like, doggone shame. Me and this girl, we kind of left our jobs at the same time, right? And so she was doing something else. We would talk like we were supporting each other. She would talk. What happened? Like she lived lower part of Louisiana, and I stayed at the top. And she was doing something else totally different than I was too. But when she left her job, she was up. When she went to go open up her own business, she opened up her business in the same area and field that she like when she left her job. So like she kind of already had like a working knowledge, and her job ended up giving her one of the contracts that she had secured before she left. So her job was like, since you secured this, we'll let you have it and don't worry about it. So I thought that was like a freaking amazing. Like it was a contract with the school, but she had secured the contract, the job didn't. And so even though they could have kept it, they were like, nah, you can take it with you. And I thought that was just such a blessing or whatever. So she came out having a contract already. So that put her in a better advantage, better field, you know what I'm saying, than me. But she never did count. I will say that she never did count. Like, you know, like, oh, I got this contract, I got this, I got that. Nah, she was just like, you know, they let me take it. When I left, they let me take it. They was like, because they knew how difficult it was going to be for her. So they wanted to give her like a little gift. I said, nah, you don't get too many jobs saying we're going to give you a whole contract that you secured. And so that contract pays cash because it's through a school. So, and she would tell me different ways about, I was like, man, how did you, I was like, yo, because of course, you know, we hear people, yo, I want to get contracts with schools and stuff like that, you know. And I remember her, I was like, yeah, I want to do school work, I want to do school contracts. And she would tell me who to go talk to. Or whatever. But then I realized, kids ain't my jam. I'd rather work with their parents. You know? I'd just rather work with their parents. You know what? I do want to work at college. I want to work at a college. Where was I at today? I was somewhere today. Oh yeah, when I was at the news station. The other people, because it's called, when I did the news interview, it's called KALB interviews. So they were talking about that, like it's like four people that's there talking about what they got going on and stuff like that. And so one of the ladies was like, they partnered with they partnered with the local college here, and they was doing something for the kids. And I was like, I wonder how she got on. I wonder how she got in there. Cause I want to partner with the college. So I kind of got this connect. Look at me. This right here, this girl, this lady right here. I probably call her. She is the assistant professor, School of Nursing. I'm gonna reach out to her, and see how can I, what can we do? How can I get, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's form a relationship, and let's see how I can be a part. How can we get my services? You know, and I also want to be a professor too. I also want to be a professor one of these days. You know, you never know. That's what I'm learning. Forming relationships is better than money sometimes. Maybe you can do a wellness session for the students. Absolutely doing mental health awareness month. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to do for mental health awareness month. I see we got about 5 people in here. Y'all got some questions? I'm just billing, you know, billing and talking. Y'all got some questions that y'all want to know, that y'all want to get answered? I know I did not bill for her. Hmm. Which one this is? Oh no, that's the old one. I'm almost done, y'all. I got like um four left. I need to make sure I do that other I got 4 left. So like billing can take me, but it's 89 going on almost 2 hours. You know, billing can sometimes take me that freaking long, man. But I am starting to develop a love for it. I remember telling one of my clients, because I have I have some therapists that's on staff too. I have clients that are therapists too. And I remember telling them, we was talking about, like they didn't like to do paperwork just like I didn't like to do paperwork too. And I was just like, nah, we gonna pray and ask God for a different type of spirit when it comes to our desire in paperwork. Like we are going to pray and ask God to give us a spirit of excitement, of welcoming it, of being appreciative of this right here, because in order for us to have a successful business, the paperwork has to be right. The foundation of your business have to be right, And so I remember telling her that like that's what we're gonna start praying for. And I can honestly say I feel like God is giving me that that ability to I'm really starting to appreciate the paperwork side of things. Let's see. What happened if the client stop paying their insurance and they don't tell you? We'll have to track them down for it. Yep. Absolutely. You have to check them down. And thankfully, I have some look, why you just asked that question, I'm on a client right now, and they lost their job, and they're gonna have to get new insurance. But thankfully, they told me, they were like, hey, look, that insurance, yeah, by the end of the month, like they were just like, hey, that insurance ain't gonna be no good, okay? And thankfully, like I know enough about insurance that I can tell them you have until the end of the month. Once the end of the month is done, your insurance canceled. So they were like, really? I thought it canceled the day that I say it canceled at the end of the month. And they was like, I wonder if I can go to I said, yep, go to the doctor. Go see about yourself. Go see about yourself. Get everything that you need to get done. Get it done beforehand. And they were like, oh, okay, bet. I said, and they will be responsible for paying. I said, because you still are insured to the end of the month. 412. But yeah, if a client does do that, and you have to be careful too, because some insurance companies will still pay you even though the client no longer have insurance and the client don't tell you neither. But some of the insurance companies will still pay you for like 3 months, I feel like, until they get the paperwork where the client has been terminated or either the client has quit. And then they come knocking on your door. Hey, that's when they start recouping. We paid you, but the client insurance ended on such and such date. And we want our money back. And that has happened to me. A client end up having, This is why a lot of people don't be wanting to accept insurance. You know what I'm saying? Because at any point in time where they feel like that they done made a mistake, they can come and recoup the money. They can ask you for their money back. Oh, we made it, and then it be their mistake. Like it be, oh, we overpaid you. Well, how the hell I'm supposed to know you overpaid me when my contract rate is this? Oh, we overpaid you. How and so they want their money back. And so either you can pay it up front, or either they'll take it out of your, if you have like upcoming claims coming out, they'll take it out of there. Blue Cross did that to me one time. This lady had, so Blue Cross, the wrong Blue Cross plan paid. Yeah, the wrong Blue Cross plan paid, but another Blue Cross, because they had the VA plan. So the regular Blue Cross paid out, but then it was supposed to come from the Blue Cross VA. Well, the Blue Cross VA ended up sending me a check. So the regular Blue Cross was like, yo, we paid you when they were supposed to be paying you. We want our money back. You can send a check if you want to. I said, I ain't sending not a damn check. Y'all gonna have to take that money up out of future claims. And that's exactly what they do. They'll take your money out of future claims. But thankfully, that situation worked out in my favor because the right insurance company ended up paying me. They sent me the money. So it's not like I lost money. You know what I'm saying? The right company sent me the money. But it kind of hurted, you know what I'm saying? Because it was out of future claims. You know, like I would see people and I wouldn't get paid. I would be seeing people I wouldn't get paid, and they'll put in a subject and they take all their money too. They don't take some of it, they take all of it until you pay it. So weeks at a time, because I think it was like $300 to $400 that was owed. So like, if I only seen like a couple of Blue Cross clients, I think at that time, my practice, I was trying to flip the balance of my practice because I was like a lot of Medicaid heavy and I was trying to flip it. And so like, yeah, it took me about a month. It took me about a month and a half to pay them people. But yeah, they'll come and get their money. They will do that. And so like, who this is, one of the Medicaid plans, Aetna, they keep writing me telling me that I owe them $53.72. I'm not paying them that either. Y'all gonna have to take it from future claims because I'm not gonna send y'all a check for $53. I'm not gonna do that. So when I get if I was to accept the Aetna person, because I don't have any Aetna people in my, that's why they keep writing me for the check, because I don't have any Aetna people in my business. I don't have Aetna Medicaid. I have Aetna Medicare. But yeah, that's how I do it. Hey, as long as I owe you, you'll never go broke. Absolutely. As long as I owe you, you'll never go broke. Never. And I didn't tell y'all to overpay me neither. And I really don't think that this is the killer part about this, right? That claim was for 2022, and they sending me that in 2024. Like, how the hell am I supposed to know that you paid twice in 2022? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, y'all. It is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. They will do that. So and I feel like that's the Medicaid plan. So that's why I'm like, I ain't got time. I'm only gonna deal with certain, because here in Louisiana we have I think it's either 5 or 6 Medicaid plans at the moment. Look at me. See, I got 2. Why? See, look. So glad that I got up in here. Why did she get denied? Somebody got denied. Invalid modifier of service for, what was the modifier? Let's see. Oh, wow. Yep. See, look. I log into here. And then, okay, O2 place of service. So now I need to go ahead and correct this. Oh, I didn't. Okay, let's see. Correct claim. Let's go up in here. See, look, I just logged into who this is. This is Louisiana Healthcare Connection. They denied 2 of my claims. This is a Medicaid plan. They denied 2 of my claims, and the reason why, they said that I did not put I did not put the proper modifier. So that's my fault. I did telehealth services, and the modifier that I was supposed to use is 95. I did not put 95 in there. So they denied the claim. So that right there, my fault. But for me, it's easy to fix it. But I only because of this, because of like um because Louisiana have so many Medicaid plans, I only accept two. I accept Louisiana Health. Well, I accept three. I really only want to do two or three, but I accept Louisiana Healthcare Connection because they pay fast. Like they gonna pay me within a week. Like if I bid, like I'm correcting this. Well, I don't know how much to correct the claim, how long they gonna take for the corrected claims. But when I bill regular, I bill this week. I'll probably get paid towards the end of the next week or either the top because they pay you on Tuesdays and Thursdays too. So understanding that that's the I only take two Medicaid plans because of that reason right there. So when people call, I be like, nah, I don't accept that one. I accept Louisiana Healthcare Connection because they get they get you right. Let me see, did I submit this corrected claim? Okay, I just did that for her. Invalid modifier for a place to deny. Okay, who this is? Damn. Okay, okay, see what it is. Back to claims. Okay, let's go to her. What is her saying? Yeah, same thing, modifier. Forgot the modifier. Correct claim. Claim adjustments have been previously submitted today. No further adjustment. Okay. Well, who? No, look at me. That is great that they pay fast. Yes. Okay, so if I did hers, I must have did the wrong thing for this one. Let me see. Let's go back. Did I do it? Oh, I see what I did wrong. I put place of service 11 when it should have been 2. That's my bad again too. You know, players fuck up too. Telehealth services. Oh, let me go back. Go back. Because I need to save that. Did it save? Yeah, save and update. We must go there. I didn't put the service facility. No. Okay. I think I might. Okay. I hope. One zero four. Bay. Yeah. Oh, they're not gonna let me do that. Okay, next. Corrected referring. Okay, all of that is correct. This is why I like them. This is exactly why I like them. They they get you good. They get you together. You can do it. Everything is there. See, look, I was supposed to. That was on my to-do list too. Look at God. God just keeps saying, "I'm gonna get you together," because that was on my to-do list to call them to see. To call them to see why the claims got denied. Mm-hmm. They were just like, you logged in, we're going to tell you that your claims got denied. And we're going to make it corrected right now if you want to. See, look at me. Look at God. This why you got to praise God anyway, man. Like I'm praising him right now saying, look at God, because the old me would have been like, I'm not even gonna look into this. I'm doing something else. I'm not even gonna take the time to correct the claim because I'm gonna get overwhelmed. I'm gonna get anxious. This is why I lost a lot of money in the beginning, and this is why I want to like teach like a lot of therapists like calm your nerves, because if you don't, you're gonna lose a lot of money. And that's what I did. I lost a lot of money in the beginning because I would get anxious, I would get overwhelmed when they would deny the claims. Like I wouldn't seek further understanding of why they denied the claims and stuff like that. So I just lost money. I was just like, well, forget it, whatever. I lost money. I saw people for free a lot because I did not understand that if people did not, if they had the deductible and they did not, I didn't understand the deductible thing because again, I was not versed in insurance. So when people would call me and be like, hey, they need to, and then I used to bill so late too as well. So a client, I used to, when I kind of first started and I didn't know what billing was, I would wait because I hated billing so much. So I would wait to build. And then one day, like I'd have been and seen the client like about 5 or 6 times. And then they like, oh, the client got a deductible. And so the deductible is $5,000 or $1,500. And I done seen the client already 5 or 6 times, so that means they got a $500 or $600 bill. Client gonna say they can't pay that. So what I do, continue to see them and tell them nothing about their deductible, and I wasn't get paid. Like it's that type of mentality, man, that you got to work yourself out of. Oh, I just want to help people. Oh, I just want to do that. Nah, man. I was not a good business owner in the beginning. I can tell y'all that from facts, man. I was not a good business owner in the beginning. I was a great therapist though. I was a great therapist, but I was not a good business owner. Because I didn't know how to run a business. You know? Everybody else would do it for me. But yeah, I'm glad I overcame the 2, sis. I had to. I was going to be in the doggone boathouse if I didn't. So I just want to be able to help people understand that, like, yeah, we got to overcome that. We got to overcome that. Those are strongholds that's holding you back. To teach people how to overcome it and how to make your business start thriving. Like in what it was in 2022, the end of 22 going into 23, like I had to restructure my whole business. Like that's another reason why I struggled a lot in finances in 23, because I was restructuring my whole business from being Medicaid heavy to really balancing it, shifting it back to commercial insurance too as well. Like I would have a whole practice full of Medicaid clients making $53.72. That's how much they pay us here in Louisiana. For a 60-minute Medicaid client, $53.72. A 60-minute Medicaid client, $53. And you can't live off that. And then people wouldn't show up, you know what I'm saying? Like, people wouldn't show up, and it's just like, nah. So, I started shifting from Medicaid to more private insurance and stuff like that. So, I had to restructure a lot. So, I didn't accept a lot of clients in 22. In 2022 and going into 23, I did not accept a lot of clients. And then I went through this period in 23 where I did not know if I wanted to be a therapist anymore. Girl, no way. Yeah, Louise. That's why when she said, like she charged more than that, like this is what we live in. This is what we live in Louisiana. You know. Thank it. This is Louisiana, man. $53.72. And I feel like we may be the lowest paying state because I know Texas, when I was helping this girl open up her practice in Texas, they was paying her over $100. Yeah, I had to pivot and restructure my business. I couldn't survive. And so when I was telling God, I was like, God, I accepted Medicaid because you told me to accept Medicaid and boo boo this. And God was like, I told you to accept Medicaid. I ain't tell you to have a practice full of Medicaid people. And I said, touche, my nigga. You said that. I said, you sure did. You said accept Medicaid, but he's like, I ain't tell you to have a practice full. Now that ain't my fault. I said, touche, my nigga, touche. And that's when I started restructuring. So teaching people that too, man. Like, what is it that you kind of want to have with your clientele? Like, have a even number of good clients, like have I know you want to help. I know you want to, so like now my client goal is to have 20 clients a week. 5 of them will be Medicaid. 3 of them will be like EAP companies in my LMSW. So if I was to accept another social worker, which would be like at a discounted rate, like $75 and $80 slot. Those will be my $75 and $80 slots. I only want 3 of them, and I want 12 commercial pay / private pay. So I'll have more commercial pay / private pay than I would have discounted rate slots. So yeah, and I only want to see 20 clients a week, 20 or less. That really puts me at, because I work 4 days. That really puts me at 5 days. I'm good with 5 clients. I mean, I'm good with 4 days, 5 clients a day, 3 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. So understanding that's another thing that I want to teach people. Understanding what you want in your schedule. Not allowing your clients to dictate to you what they need, what they want to do, when they want to come. No. You have you set your schedule. And so last year I realized in 23, I'm not a 9 o'clock. I used to be. I'm not an early morning girl. I'm not that. And so I used to have I used to do 9, 10, and 11. And so I realized I was always rushing to get to the office because I'm not a morning person. So I was always rushing to get here at 9. So I remember wanting to change my schedule. And I was like, I don't know if people, and I remember one of the main reasons why I wasn't changing it is because I had a Friday appointment at 9 o'clock. That was a standing appointment. And she was a standing appointment, and it was 9 o'clock every 2 weeks. And I was like, yo, like I really want to push it, but then I don't want to push it because of her, this. And finally I was like, fuck it. If she want to leave, she can leave. And I was like, girl, look, I can't do 9 o'clock. I can do 10 o'clock. I'm gonna put you. And she was like, okay, that's fine with me. Because she was off. She was like, that lets me sleep a little bit later or whatever. And I was like, so I'm stressing. And she like, no, that's okay. So now I do 10, 11, 12. And I feel like that right there gives me slots to having a 12 o'clock gives me the ability to see people on their lunch. So like my office, When you're selecting an office too as well, y'all, like wherever you want to be at, um, be close in a central location of the city. So like my office is like right down the street from a hospital or whatever, and the hospital workers come see me. So they don't have that, like they like when they take their lunch, they'll come. Some of them will take their lunch and come see me at 12 o'clock. So they, and they like right down the way. They'll eat their lunch and we'll have their sessions. So like they don't. Where I'm located at, like prime, it may take them about 2-3 minutes to get here or whatever. And so they come, and that's why I offer the 12 o'clock slot. So when people can go on lunch, that's what, when I realized when I changed it, I was like, that's so much better for my clients because they can go to lunch and they can see me. So I offer 10, 11, 12, and then I take a 2-hour break because I be needing a nap and I be needing to eat sometimes. Nap and eat. So I take, and I start back up at 3 o'clock. So right now my schedule is 10, 11, 12. They're all hour appointments. And then I start back up at 3 o'clock, 3, 4, and 5. So that allow me, because a lot of people around here get off at 4:30. So that allowed them to come and have an appointment at 5, and I do 5 to 6. So when it get light out, I may do, like, when it get dark early, I cut my appointments off at 5. Like, we'll start at 5, we'll end at 6. But then when the time change, I will then offer a 6 o'clock appointment too. So people who get off at 5 or 5:30, they can come. So just understanding that, and I don't mind. I would say this: I can do that because I don't have any kids. So I know some of y'all can't do that because y'all have kids. So don't do what works best for you. Let me say that. Do what works best for you and your schedule, and people will adjust. So I would just say try to add, like, when you're thinking about your schedule, try to add days and stuff like that that'll make you stand out. Like I offer Saturday appointments too as well. Every other Saturday I work. So I offer appointments 10, 11, and 12. But they usually book by the same people. One of my people, I'm putting her down once a month or whatever. So like I'm weak. So if there's like anybody that had to reschedule through the week and I worked that Saturday, I'll put them in there. I was about to ask you about the weekends. Yeah, I work every other weekend. Every other Saturday, 9 to, not 9. I used to work 9 too. I used to do 9 high. I used to do 9 to like 1. Yeah, I used to do 9, 10, or 11. My last appointment would stop at 11, so I would stop at 12. But I was like, that 9 o'clock, they'll do it. No, I don't have cancer. I'm just bald. I have alopecia. Yeah, I don't. I'm not, thank God I'm not sick. I'm just, alopecia just came through and stole my hair. That's it. I wonder how many people be thinking that. Like how many people really do think that I may have cancer? My sister does. Oh, okay. Look, sorry about that. Right? Sending positive vibes and positive vibes to your sister. Vantage Health Payer ID 77. That's the wrong one. Oh, it's about to be 8 o'clock and your girl, I'm almost done though, y'all. I'm almost done. One thing, I got one more person to do after this one right here. I got one more. So, 01/31, 2024. Yeah. Yeah, I am in a sense I am. But I had to, like I had to get this one. I had to get this done. In a way, I'm ready to go home, but then in a way, I'm not. Because I know that I played around earlier today. Like I end up my my goal for myself was I wanted to create this sweater, and but I was like, you can only create that sweater after you I want you to I was like, okay, I want to create the sweater, but only after you build. I created the sweater before I started building, so that's why I'm like, I'm not like I'm okay with leave. I'm ready to go, but I'm not because I know I played around earlier. You know, so it is my fault why I'm still here at what time is it? At 8 o'clock. Yes, I do have some. I do be having some long days. That is absolutely true. But I don't be minding it. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't mind it. Um, for whatever reason, I don't mind it at all. Because I feel like that these long days are going to pay off. And I also remember that, like, I guess because like I was in. No, this ain't it. See. I was in a really bad place last year, so I'm just grateful that I'm in a different place now. So that's why I don't mind. I don't mind it. All right, let's see where we gotta go. We gotta go here. Who is it? Where my clients at? All clients. Ooh, I need to search for two. Praise the Most High, bring you out the store. Absolutely. I am. Praise Him for real. Am I having a hard time finding her? There we go. Praise Him for what He has done, man. Yeah, last year was a year for you too as well. It was, I ain't gonna lie, it was a really, really bad year. I didn't know how bad it was until after I came. It was from May, it was from March to October. I didn't realize how bad it was until after I came out of it. And I was like, oh, bitch. Yeah, this is really bad. Really bad, daughter. It was a really bad year. Thank you, God, for keeping me. You know, that's how I see it. So, what is that? What's that? Okay. Oh, she got a birthday coming up. I need to make sure I tell her happy birthday. There we Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, we need to do O2. Oh. Yeah, telehealth. Telehealth, telehealth, telehealth. Let's see what we got. 21, 26, 24. I'm gonna have to build with y'all more often, okay? I'm gonna have to do building sessions with y'all. Y'all keep me on task, okay? 95. Y'all help a sister out. Stay focused. Stay focused. Ad provider. Super firm. Servicing provider. We have company. Absolutely. It absolutely does fly when you have company, man. That's why I be like needing to do like a. I see why people be having those let's do notes and stuff like that. Zoom meetings and stuff. Like anybody, I be seeing that in clinicians of color, they be having like meetings where they do notes and stuff like that. I see why. I see why. It's so helpful. Just to know that you're not by yourself, man. And I guess that's what it is for me tonight too. Like I'm not by myself. Makes it easy. Makes it more tolerable. Yeah. Two. Okay. What was yesterday? Yesterday was the 30th. No, not yesterday. I saw 30th. But yeah, I'm gonna need to get on up out of here because my office, even though my office is in a central location, like it's crazy how our town is. So like I am 2 blocks away from a major intersection, Jackson Street, like where a lot of is busy, like a lot of businesses going up this way, Jackson Street, a lot of businesses, good neighborhoods, all of this. 2 blocks off, right? This way, I am about 7 blocks from the hood. So in the last night around about what it was, probably about, I don't know if it was 11 or 12, they had a shootout. So yeah, I don't try to stay up in here too much longer than I have to nowadays, because like you can be literally be, I don't know if there's like in any other city, 2 blocks away from good neighborhoods, good people. Literally go one way and you can be dead smack in the hood. And I'm giving it 7 blocks. It may be between 5 and 6. So give me the 7 blocks. So I try to get up out of here in a timely manner. And I just start taking my computer home with me. I take my computer home with me anyway. It go everywhere with me. My laptop. Servicing. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Because I'm almost, this is my last one right here. Any other questions before the end of the night? I wonder if it's gonna remember my business NPI number. I got to work on memorizing my business NPI number. Memorizing that. I memorize my own personal NPI number. I got that one memorized, but my business one, not so much. So now I got to go look for it. Troy's daughter. No download claim. No, I'm not trying to download no claim, no nothing. I'm trying to get up out of here so quick, so fast, so okay. Let me make sure I submitted everybody. So this will end January billing. So I know at least 2 people, because I got to figure out something with their insurance. This would be the closing of January billing. I feel like I did today. Did not do yesterday. Look, so glad I looked at it. I did not do his. Got one more person, y'all. One more. Okay. So glad I looked at it too, cause I would have I would have went on about my business and I wouldn't have, because I had checked it off already. As in something that I had done. I had not. There you go. But it ain't gonna take me that long to do this one real quick. Make sure I run it through. Oh, well, technically, it'll be today. Let me see. No. Is it today or is it? Yes, today. Look, I was gonna say, because I was going to be buying, but I'm actually technically, it's today. Billing, twice a day. Oh, two. Okay. All right, y'all. So we are officially done. We have billed all the people that we gonna bill for the month. We got January done, we got January done. We are on track. We even got one day for February. We are on track. We're starting the month off good. I spent over almost I spent 2 hours with y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with your girl. But yeah, we coming in hot for February. We're gonna do some amazing things, okay? I believe in y'all. Y'all gonna do some amazing things. I'm gonna do some amazing things for the month. And we just gonna keep trusting and believing in God. All right, thank y'all so much. Look, let me take a picture to show people like, yo, I really was out here hustling today. So nonetheless, beautiful people, I'll talk to y'all on another day. All right, bye y'all.